It could be that it's the fact that I have low latency mode on. That's another thing that could potentially be the thing happening. It's just the connection with Twitch, with my low latency setting. Just it's not a problem of my upload rate, but the demand on your ISP caused by having low latency mode on. That's could also be a thing. Yes, yes, entities. Entities, entities. Give me... Fix that, A. B. Let's go from here. Up we go! Up, up, and away! Up, up, and away! Ooh. Uranium. Ooh, salt. Glorious salt. Also, Ave. There's a couple of emotes now. There is a tar emote, as well as a salt grains one. Just for reference, you can now purchase the salt grains for salt grains as an emote, because that's the tier 2. I still have a tier 3. I still have a tier 3 emote slot that I need to decide. Help me decide, someone, what the tier 3 emote should be. There's lots of potential, lots of potential stuff for that last emote slot. Just keeps telling you to buy tier 2. It doesn't let you unlock with the channel points. It doesn't let you unlock it with the channel points. What? It should. Well, that's sad. I mean, literally, it just the information is like not existent in some of these regards. It's like, oh, it would be really nice if if Twitch actually, let people know these things, because that is not part of their like help articles about channel points. If it's not going to be available to people uh, for the tier 2 and tier 3s, that's rather important information that needs to be stated on the help articles for channel points if you cannot spend your channel points on tier 2 emotes. That is highly, highly suggested. Ha! So you just changed tar. Ha ha. Yes. Tar. Yes, so you can still modify emotes. That's the other thing you can spend points on. Now, what you can absolutely do is you can use the salt emote if you have attached your on Discord. If you have attached your Twitch account to Discord, in Discord, you will have access to all of my emotes as a subscriber, even the salt grains one, from what I can tell, on Discord. So you can actually use them on Discord if you have done that connection and you are a subscriber. So, stuff. How many of these do I need? 83.33. Wow, really? You're making me do... It's making me do all 5. It's making me do all 5. Anyway. It's making me do all 5 anyway, so what's the point? Like, there is no point to this. This is the reason by the way, why I just stick these things direct feeding, even though it's only 1667 and not the full 20. This is why I stick them. It's not worth it. It's not worth doing that pipe logistics on it. Now, this is also different these days, because these produce 133. You now only need 2 gas vents to void the flue gas. You only need 2 and not 3. No more ash needed. But the free ash! Of course people are going to talk about the ash. 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 Like 150k, 150k, 150k. You know, 15 per second. Train. Full of ash. I've got ash. I have ash. I have ash. So I built this here, which means I guess I'm doing the connection of stuff here. That should be everything. Just so that we're making sure we get things pushed properly. Voiding is the lazy way. It is my way. It fits me. It fits me. Voiding is my life. So, non-zero. Can we say non-zero more aluminium? I mean, I already have aluminium technically down here. Say hello to all of the aluminium in my entire base up to this point. This is all of my aluminium up to this point has been my entire base thus far has run on the aluminium made in this one patch. Off of half a yellow belt. Half of a yellow belt of aluminium through hot air processing. And then that goes into the duralumin here. So more sufficient, a much more sufficient amount in the form of 2 yellow belts worth at a time of the aluminium ore. If it is operating fully. It looks like it is because I am overproducing a bit on the stuff. Now, of course, this does also produce non-zero amounts of ash. That needs to be taken care of. Auto-saving. But, you know, since we've got... This is 5 per second, up to... Right, so I think I remember this. So King is just pointing out, hey, there's this ore generation, this experimental ore generation that he did, and it doesn't work with PyAL apparently. Cool. Need I remind you again, King, about something completely different, which is PyBlock? So when are we going to get PyBlock? Huh? Updated for PyAL. When is the PyBlock going to be updated for PyAlien Life? Cough cough. On top of the voiding, on top of the whatever coding you're doing for the Ocula, on top of whatever extra coding you're doing on the caravans to make them actually worth using, on top of, you know, any potential changes that you're making to the smart farms, on top of the rebalance of all of the modules for the life, on top of literally everything else. I don't need to spread the ash on both sides of the belt. Like, it's 5. A lane is 7.5. A lane is 7.5. Not 5. It's fine. It is fine. And when I come out of here, it'll be on both sides. And when it comes out of there, it'll be on both sides. So voiding will need to happen for this to keep moving, but for now, really, so I do not have a convenient supply of solid fuel, as in coke or coal. I do, however, have coke being brought in here and here. So I think that I don't need to add a coke requester station because I can just use it here, from here. Most likely it'll be here. I'll just belt it over. Actually, I need 2 belts. Whichever one ends up being closer. It might actually be this one that's closer, bringing some over to use for the voiding line, as well as having a second one, because we need 2. We need 2 belts between the lime and the graphite. I might just make the lime and graphite like here-ish, like right over here, and just belt them in. Speaking of which, I needed to keep that open, as we are 19 minutes left here. Let's begin. Yeah, let us begin. I will need to get rid of 3 gravel as well, per second. Well, that's convenient. Why did I just say that's convenient? It's because this is 7.5 each. Which means I can, like, just do this. Really? Time for a speed run. Yes, speed the stuff here. Now, this is more than... Alright. I can get the infrastructure down. Like, I can get all the infrastructure down just fine. You can sort there the gravel. Gravel is under pyrite ore or coal processing. Gravel. There you are. Go that way. Actually, go that way. Go that way to be voided. Ta-da! Alright, next is mixers. Beautiful, glorious mixers. Mixing me some aluminium pulp. 1. And of course, I need to actually have this an extra space away. Because we need not only the phosphoric acid, but also water! Water, water everywhere! And then the thingy for the water. If you click the machine in Hell mod, it gives you... Oh. Well, that's nice. Hey, yeah, it totally says pipette tool on the thingy, but where in the freaking hell does it actually tell you that? Like, that is very convenient. Thank you. But why is that not actually, like, expressed in any way, shape, or form? That is a thing that you can totally do. Like, seriously. Anyway, next is... So, of course, I need extra space here. Of course, the fluid box inputs on these are atrocious. Of course they would be atrocious. Like, why would they not be atrocious? This fluid box should not exist. Just for reference. I really don't think that it needs to exist. That this needs to exist. This does not need to exist. Ugh. Also, that, and that. Of course, this will not align at all for me. So there we go. Do you have any solids that you deal with? No. Good. Good. You don't deal at all with any solids. Oh, you deal with lime as an input. Yeah, you get to be inputting lime here because you don't have a solid output. So powdered stuff here. Just, you know, normal thingies. That'll be those. You should be there. Then inputs there. Good. Then I can bring you closer. That just leaves the 10 glorious electric arc furnaces. And the whatever 5. But I'm also going to need something over here for these. It is 1-to-1. Okay, good. Good, it is 1-to-1. They will steal from each other. Because of course they will. How do I... They both need sand castings, so ideally... we will share the belt for the sand castings. Tar is there, so sand castings will come in from above. I had it right the first time. I actually had it right the first time. Well, alrighty then. And that's the molten copper in. Da, 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 da. Oops. Get all the glorious pipes. And of course, again. Ooh, hey, alignment. I like alignment. Alignment is awesome. You've got 10, so okay. I need to, again, think about which direction these things are going to be coming from. So probably the top down. And it will be a shared belt. And it will not be at that distance either. This will be a shared belt with the borax and the graphite. Alright, that will be that. Again, no solid output there, so I think there's your infrastructure. There's the basics of the infrastructure. Just need to get that connected, the molten, there, and we're good? Question mark? 12 lime and 11 graphite. Where's my vehicle? And I guess I could do power as well. Missing plate output. Yeah, the plate output on the sides is genuinely generally something that you should think about having. You should probably have that. This is 2 belts. Potentially up to 2 belts of output here. So fudge. How is always a great way of expressing yourself. How is this going to happen? That is the cheaty way, and I will absolutely go the cheaty way. 60, so a little under 12 and a half. Yes, the storehouse balancer. Absolutely. And that'll be the Durlumin. Ta-da! Alright. Power. Using the loaders also means that I don't need to worry about power to those locations. So, power. Power is great. It's a great thing to have. Speaking of power, I need to see how much my base has / is using right now. That would be a great thing. It's on. It has been turned on. It won't go very far, though, until I get the phosphoric in and the lime in, but hey, we've got the powdered aluminium. Technically speaking, I could do powdered directly into molten, but why bother? Why bother with that? That sounds like a terrible idea. So, 6 minutes. Where's the car? This way. That is the full infrastructure and logistics outside of the outside inputs that you need of the lime and graphite, and that's what we'll work on right here, right now. Lime and graphite. I'm actually going to do them up here, and I will grab a burner line. Burner line? Burner line, wherefore art thou, burner line? I've got so many of you. That is not the type of... Oh, yes, this is exactly the type of burner line I want. In all actuality. Because I want it right there, doing its thing. Vehicle, get out. But I don't want those power poles. So if I do an upgrade, it will not want to do the... Why do you not auto-upgrade power poles to medium? Like, excuse me? From you to... Yeah, that is what I want. It's inefficient, but it works. Stuff things. Power. Just add fuel! Oh yes, and I need the steam. Yes, that is true. I also need the steam. But I am carrying around oil burners, and I've got plans. We will do stuff with tar. We will do stuff with the tar, the glorious tar. Oh, hello. You're stealing stuff from me. In case you didn't know, my sulfur station is done by robots. It is exclusively by robots, and this actually poses a slight issue. A ever so slight issue, because I don't have any coke actually in the thingies. We can solve this conundrum by saying, hey, give me 10 times more coke. Give me more, just more coke. Or disconnect all these. How much do these carry each? 24? Yeah, that'll start filling these, and we'll be fine. Yeah, or just remove the chest from one of the sides, but meh. Now let's be very careful not to die. That would be ideal. Not dying is always ideal. But that gets the voiding going. I'm out of belt. Oh noes. But hey, we got mostly finished fully with this. We can void the ash and get more stuff going. keep the ore flowing and keep the gravel from being a problem. We do need to design the stations still to bring in the phosphoric acid. We need to get steam that I can otherwise get easily. Need the graphite and the lime. I can easily finish this next time, and we should be able... I should have enough time to finish it and make the station and start moving on to something else on the next stream. And since we have like a minute left, let's actually just review what got done today. What got done today? Train station phosphates. Train station phosphates in like the first 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours to build a train station. Let's just yeah. So phosphates. We've got stuff. Why are you only half? Like, excuse me? Full cargo inventory. Go and fill, please. Fill. I need my phosphine to flow. But yeah, so we designed this big, gigantic train station. Just, you know, it's a huge train station just for fluids. And then over here we've got aluminium going. Well, not finished, but we've got mining of aluminium at scale, or at a scale anyway, to 2 yellow belts, if you can call that at scale, with the infrastructure to process it into molten from pulp 2. And yeah, just need the outside inputs via coke and steam, and then I'll have it, and then it's time for train station the next to bring in phosphoric acid and send out, or bring in phosphoric acid and molten copper for the duralumin, and then have stuff and things happen. Yeah, stuff and things happen. The supply stations on the aluminium plates and the duralumin. Because remember, the whole reason why I'm even doing this right now, despite being really backed up on the aluminium for the main bus, is so that I can have aluminium plates with dedicated production to have on my train network for making aramid. Also, you know, if I want to do the better recipes for the drill heads that use aluminium, the aluminium based drill head recipes, yeah, I'll have the aluminium now for that on the network available. So that's a thing. But with that, we have reached the end of the stream for the day. Have I looked up any of the changes you've made to the T3 and T4 modules in the file game? I mean, you were here. You were here, King Arthur. At the very beginning, when I was doing the Kickalk stuff, I was like, oh, Kickalk also had the changes to the upgraded mark level stuff. So now you need upgraded mark level seeds to go and make the upgraded versions. Now it's Mark 1 into Mark 2 into Mark 3 into Mark 4 again, rather than Mark 1 into 3 and Mark 1 into 4. Not recipes? Module... What do you mean? What do you mean? We've looked at these, but why do I need to like look at the actual modules themselves? I mean, that's no point. They might just maybe have a bit of productivity now. I mean, besides the -1, the only way for me to see that is by bringing up the list of modules here. Kickalk, Mark 2, -1, Mark... Aha, hello. Productivity modules can't be used on this recipe. Productivity modules can't be used on this recipe, so they maybe, just maybe, have a little bit of positive productivity. A tiny bit of product... positive productivity. Hey, I see these guys have them. These guys have them. The naughties have it right now. The Faugi has it, and the Kickalk have it. All right, great. T3 is +1 and T4 is +2 per module times. Well, the Mark II building has 50 module slots, right, for the Kickalk. So if it's T4 modules at 2 times 50, there's your double output right there. There's your double your output by using tier 4 modules on a building with 50 module slots. Yeah, you can fit 25 on a Mark 1 building. So 50% productivity. Yeah, that's actual genuine good upgrades that will make me want to use higher tiered, faster build recipes as well. Anyway, with that, of course, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VOD on YouTube and have enjoyed the video series thus far, do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/otakushowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyadon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyadon and myself at patreon.com/otakushowboat. I will be back, of course, on Thursday, where we will finish off this aluminium build and then move on to Molly. We're moving on to molybdenum once the aluminium has been finished, because that is the last thing that we will need in order to actually set up aramid, and we're just going to, like, chips will start to fall into place at that point. Literally circuit 2s and optical fiber will start to fall into place at that point. Like, we're getting we are approaching circuit 2s a lot closer than we are we're closer to circuit 2s than we are from, like, distance wise than we were before. uh it's great. I will see you all on the next one.